Financial reimbursements tops our newscast. Lawmakers pumping taxpayer dollars back into local communities. But cities might not recoup all their expenses. Channel 5's Christian Colon joins us to explain.
The federal government passed the CARES Act, money to help those impacted by coronavirus. And now cities like McAllen want their share too. Last night at the Commissioner's Chambers, Mayor Jim Darling addressed the council on the millions given to the county.
For cities under 500,000, they gave it to the state to distribute. The state decided to give it to the counties.
Darling says because McAllen has fewer than 500,000 people, based on the census, the county decides for them how much money they can get, which he thinks is unfair.
So the argument is, well, we're cities too, and let us make a decision of how we want to spend it. And when the county gave the money, it gave it based on our population.
Darling says he wrote a letter to Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez about the issue. Darling says the city has about $5 million of direct COVID-19 expenses that might not get reimbursed, such as staff overtime for their 311 services during the pandemic or supplying Wi-Fi hotspots.
Kids can't go to school, and so they're supposed to do homework on Wi-Fi. Well, that's a COVID-19 expense. You know, how do you pay for that? Well, you don't necessarily pay for that, but you prevent in the future by providing Wi-Fi in neighbors that don't have it. You buy the equipment to do that. And so that, you know, that would be a legitimate expense, even though it's not a direct expense, but it's an expense caused to prevent, who knows when kids are going to go back to school.
In response, Judge Cortez addressed the CARES money in today's county council meeting.
We did discuss in executive session the uses or some of the benefits of this COVID-19 CARES Act monies. We will be notifying the public our decisions how to use these funds very, very quickly. So just bear with us.
In a statement, county officials say the government could ask for the money back if it's not properly spent. Judge Cortez also says they have an interest in using the $151 million for small business grants, so cities might end up with less money than they seek.
We affirm that we'll spend it in accordance with federal guidelines.
Mayor Darling says many city mayors plan to meet with the judge this week to discuss their concerns. The county has until the end of December to spend that money. In McAllen, Christian Colon, Channel 5 News at 10.